What's up, gamers, gamies, and gamettes? My name is John, and welcome back to a light in the dark. Last time, basically, we just went through a lot of quick time freaking trying to discover out our maiden. We got her only last name of her Hunjin. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I probably forgot by now. Let me see actually right now. I got the notes. Nope, that's not the notes. Alright, maiden. Basically, her last name. Wait, what? I thought I already got her last name. That makes no. Oh, wait, so her last name is Hung. Yeah, okay, I was right. Why'd she pick me as a target? And we learned about our main protagonist's backstory. Like, his dad is always working, his mom's never at home, he's always lonely, and, his family doesn't really care about him, and then freaking Hung does not give a fuck. It's oh well, be grateful at least you went go to school and all stuff, and your family didn't leave you a debt or anything like that. But yeah, so we learn about each other a little bit by right now, so we're gonna still see what we're gonna go on. I mean, so far we got our stamina still good and all about, and right now, so let's continue from where we left off. Hunger. The night came and I hadn't eaten nothing but some crackers, and I never knew starving could be this uncomfortable. She didn't seem to eat anything either. She was either staring at her phone or smoking while looking outside the window. There were a few phone calls, but all were made outside, so I couldn't hear her. I didn't know what was discussed, but it didn't appear the negotiation with my family was smooth. After a lot of hesitation, I decided to ask her. What? I need to go use the bathroom? Oh, she gonna... I want to see how this is gonna go. She stole a glance at me, but acted as though she heard nothing. I said I need to go use the bathroom. I repeated myself. This time, she slowly turned around over. You... She probably didn't expect my psychological needs. She opened her mouth awkwardly, but couldn't say anything. Can't you figure something out on your own? I'm tied! My hands are tied! Clearly the type that got angry when she had nothing to say. She turned her head with a stern face and hit the desk up with her knuckles. Oh. Realizing this might be a chance to make her untie the ropes, I grew silent and said no more. Not knowing my plan, she acted nonchalantly but kept stealing glances in my direction. Since it was about the time, I sighed innocently. Guess I have to do it here after all. Wait! Seeing I wasn't joking, she stopped me with a darkened face. Are you stupid? Can't you go to the bathroom yourself? Staying in an old house was one thing, but even the kidnapper wouldn't want to stay in a room filled with human excrement. But I can't even unzip myself like this. You're so annoying! Oh, okay. We're gonna die. She pushed me to the wall suddenly and turned me over. What are you... I panicked since I couldn't see what she was doing. I tried to turn myself back, but only heard a cold voice next to my ear. Be quiet. Ah, shit. She pressed my body with her elbow, and I felt a cold sensation on my back. No questions about what that was. Do not talk. Do not struggle. If you move, I stab. If you yell, I'll stab. She was not gonna concentrate me, was she? She knew even without my genitals, I still need to go use the bathroom, right? Struggle, bear with it. I'm bearing with it. I controlled myself from saying anything, quietly waiting for her next move. Dots. Suddenly, the restrictions of my hands disappeared. Oh. It was quite a relief, both mentally and physically. My hands were finally free as I felt exhaustion take over. I never thought moving freely would bring such happiness. Even my shoulders and neck felt much better. If I could move my hands, my chance of escape grew more.
Raise your hands.
As though seeing through me, I saw the sharp knife when I turned around.
I told you to raise your hands.
Wait a sec, I won! She was totally not giving me a chance to explain myself, not risking my own life. I raised my hands obediently. I can't escape with, even without the rope. Who would be this dumb to fight someone with a knife? She ignored my nagging and showed no hesitation with her movements. Da-da-da-da-da. My happiness evaporated instantly. Within a minute of having my freedom, I became a prisoner once more. Oh, we're in the bathroom. Alright, cool. Oh. One glance at the bathroom and excuse me. Alright, one glance at the bathroom and acquainted was all I could describe. The old bathroom naturally wasn't big. It looks cool a little bit. The only source of light came through the transom and the air smelled of mold. The tiles were engulfed in dirt. The tiles, bathtub, and the ink green toilet all looked like products of the last century. The drain was so nasty I couldn't even look at it. I tried to make a face in the mirror, but the reflection was so blurry I couldn't even recognize myself. My effort to tear the rope apart was in vain. The tied hands moved from the back into the front, back to front without a tool of some sort. I couldn't cut myself loose. Was there some sort of sharp? I mean, the mirror and the tiles that you could use it. Well, actually, mostly the tiles, because the mirror's not broken. And there's a toothbrush. Alright, some sort of sharp item, like a razor or a broken tile. Look, there you go.
Done yet? You better not have any funny ideas.
Almost done. La 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 la. She sounded impatient outside of the door. To avoid suspicion, I chose not to stay longer. I prepared to leave after finishing my business. A bathroom break was the only time I was by myself. If only I could find some weapons. I mean, you can use the toothbrush too. I twisted the faucet. Surprisingly, there was still running water. Upon exiting, she immediately moved closer in case I was hiding something. From the robe to the pocket, she didn't miss any detail. There's nothing really. Even the body search didn't seem to remove her suspicion of me, as though there was no way I can be disobedient. I will be fine if I collaborate, right? I'm not brave enough to risk my life.
You better be.
You are the only one in trouble if you try to escape. If your rope can't hold you, I wouldn't mind breaking your leg. Leaving that threat, she returned to the window and lit a cigarette. She tiredly supported her hand. The messy hair hid her expressions, making it hard to read her thoughts, which seemed to disappear with the cigarette smoke. Are we gonna get a CG of that? No? Never mind.
Hey!
She went through my cell phone and suddenly asked me a question.
Why don't you have your mom's phone number in here?
I accidentally deleted it.
Oh?
She is busy. No time for me. Having no intention to talk about my family, I tried to end the topic quickly. Yet, she started laughing mockingly.
So busy that she doesn't even know about her son is kidnapped. Isn't your dad the only one working? What is she busy with? Shopping, afternoon tea, buying luxurious purses aboard?
How much more biased can you get? I was fed up with her unreasonable attitude, trying to paint the rich people as pigs drowning in money and all sorts of luxury. They had no ability nor brains and were only good at ordering people around with money and exhausting their employees every day just to earn more money to waste? I don't know how many people believe in such stereotypes. Always suspecting others were doing something illegal if they had better life than others. They don't ponder the reason behind those differences, but simply laminated the social injustice and curse others' successes. Such blind hatred towards the rich was simply laughable. People like that makes claims like they're just lucky and rely on their parents. I can do the same if I'm rich, and clutch these mental victories of theirs.
Biased.
Hearing my words, she snorted and raised her eyebrow in disapproval.
Are you kidding me? Aren't you the one with the bias? What can you achieve without a degree? Hey, who let people like her in? Watch out, she must be a thief if she's this poor. Aren't these your words? Ha!
After her lively imitation, she burst into laughter, her voice filled with self-depreciation. My bad. I probably said that wrong, but whatever. Alright.
I would like to know, what have I done to deserve all your bias?
Her tone made it sound like she went through a lot of discrimination. I wasn't sure what sort of experience led to such an extreme mindset. Yet, such words from the mouth of a kidnapper seemed to only prove those biased statements. Note updated. Alright, cool.
Whatever.
She turned her head and was not willing to say more. Night came. Her eyes sparkled like a star, focused on some faraway place I couldn't fathom.
It couldn't be only helped. It couldn't be helped. I know that. The world isn't fair.
The girl's whispers was barely audible, not sure to me or to herself. It echoed within the room like some spell and stayed for a long time. Transition. Dots. Let me look at the notes actually. Alright, situation. I should try to convince her. Untying the ropes is my only chance. Alright, let me see. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe it's her discrimination due to her poverty that led to her deep immunity. Alright. Cool. Many things were easier than expected. She never knew kidnapping could be this easy. He was taken without any sort of resistance. The girl looked at the boy next to the wall who curled his body up to preserve some warmth. The short, rapid breathing seemed to indicate he couldn't find peace even in dreams. Uncertain if he really fell asleep despite her drowsiness, the girl doesn't close her eyes, afraid he might escape if she wasn't careful. Once she got the ransom, she could start a new life, away from the stigmas and the mundane life. A notification flashed on the cell phone. Some hesitation flew across the girl's face, but it was reverent back to her usual stern look. She had decided long ago it doesn't matter what it would take. So long had she lived for someone else. It was time to fight for her own right. Transition. Oh boy. This dog. A light in the dark. Day 2. Silence girl. Let me save this. There we go. I really dig this story. I love this, man. I really do. I like the meaning, like it's presenting, the visual, the dialogue. Like, guys, you gotta understand how the world, like, you know, and how it explain between rich and poor, and it's wow, man. It's all right. Let's continue. I'm not gonna. Day 2, morning. Ooh, the backpack. Note updated. So cold. Let me look at the note again. I can't rest with this cold weather. If only there was something warm. Okay. I didn't feel any better after sleeping. Instead, I felt even more tired. I was hoping to find a chance to escape when she fell asleep. However, time passed and she didn't show any sign of closing her eyes. I couldn't help but fall asleep first. The last thing I saw was her lighting another cigarette. My body must be really exhausted if I could fall asleep like that. Dazed, I opened my eyes and saw an unfamiliar face right before me.
Well, what do we got here? We're gonna finally meet the other character. Well, she looks dandy. She looks like a spiffy person right now. Cool. How should I voice this one? How should I voice this one? I don't fucking know.
Oh, well, she looks candy. I jumped back reflectively, tried to shield my chest with my hands. My tied-up hands reminded me once more of my kidnapped status. Regardless, I was shocked by this new face. She probably might be the silent type thing. I don't know. I stared at the new girl before me. First impressions were her beautiful eyes. That's probably her daughter or sister. I don't know. I'm guessing. Clear and light brown eyes like amber. The thick coat and dark red sweater she wore looked pretty old. Her small body suggested she might be in junior high and clearly shouldn't be here. Oh god. Okay, oh well, she has a knife now. I didn't know who she was, but I easily noticed the knife in her hand. She stared straight at me, but didn't seem to want to say anything, which imitated inexplicably pressure.
Who are you?
I tried to ask her, but she refused to answer and shook her head. With pressed lips, she watched my every move. I couldn't find the kidnapper around. There were only the two of us in the room. In other words, a good chance of escape. Ask for help. Try to struggle. Let's ask for help.
Can you untie the ropes for me?
Head shaking. Seeing she had no intention to help, I tried to untie myself. Her expression vividly changed upon noticing my intent. Uh-oh.
Oh god. Don't move. Oh my god. No, we're gonna die. Oh god.
As expected. Only another victim, or an accomplice will be here. If she wasn't tied up, and instead held a knife, then she must be my guard. I mean, she must be her guard. The quiet girl and the antisocial girl.
What a bizarre combo.
If this was the plot in a movie, it would easily trigger a backlash from viewers, and appear reality could be more ridiculous than fiction. I breathed out and couldn't help but laugh out from the stress. I'm gonna die. I had no idea why they would pick her as a partner. I couldn't defeat someone of her size if she held a knife. Let me look at my notes. Girl. The young girl looked like an emaciated. She was most likely not like older than an average junior high school student. With her head hung down, she looked a little scared. Yeah, scared. And doesn't want to talk. Alright, I had no idea why she would pick her. Okay, I already know. Assuming she was alone.
Is there anyone else here?
There would be no progress if I didn't strike a conversation. I decided to speak proactively after giving it some thoughts. Da-da-da-dots. She stared at me tightly with no response, making one wonder if she understood.
You were asked to guard me, right?
Still no response.
Can you untie the ropes for me? My arms are getting numbered if it stays like this.
She shook her head, finally speaking after being silent for a while.
Oh, I was right. So she is a sister. Alright, cool. I honestly don't know what voice to give her in this one. Big sister. Big sister told me not to listen to you. Big sister. Whatever.
Her voice was light and quiet, like smoke in the air. I finally heard her speak, yet it was frustrating to hear something so pointless. You're obedient. Who is your big sister? You're so obedient. Who's your big sister?
Who is this big sister? Is she the one with the long hair that kidnapped me? Da-da-da-dots. Where is she? I need to talk to her. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I don't like that. I don't think she's gonna like this.
After continuously asking a few questions, I got not one answer. Perhaps I was asking them too eagerly, and that made her cautious. She looked at me suspiciously, but I refused to say anything. I told myself to hang in there. I have to stay calm in these situations. I took a deep breath to suppress my ease and tried to smile, to lighten up the mood.
Do you have anything to eat? Don't tell me your sister doesn't allow that too.
I had no strength with an empty stomach. I didn't eat anything since yesterday. My stamina depleted faster under this cold weather. I had to save my energy for my chance. This was a war of attrition. Either she let me go or I give up first. Answering with her action, she pulled a bowl on the ground, grabbed a bottle of water with difficulty, and carefully poured some water into it.
Here.
She handed me a bowl, and then she brought me a pack of cookies. Worrying I might escape, she never moved her gaze away from me. The hand grasping the knife never loosened up. Observing her action quietly, I hoped to read her thoughts, but couldn't tell anything except stress. Da-da-da-dots. I drank the water with much effort, spilling quite some of it on my clothes. Due to my tied up hands, my clothes were wet again, after finally getting dried too. The hard cookies taste only of flour and nothing else. Even with water, they were hard to swallow. I knew it was not the time to be picky. I had to cherish any opportunity to replenish my strength.
Da-da-da-dots. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it off right here for right now. I think this has been a good enough episode for right now. Even though it's a demo, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty long. I'm going to leave it up for right here. I know I already said that, so I'm going to find out until next time what's going to happen. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a good night, good evening, good morning from wherever you're from. So peace out and sayonara, guys. Bye-bye.